Hi, it's Debbie again. You're welcome to my channel. This video is all about understanding the basic rules of creating a dashboard. In data analytics, dashboard is the final piece of work you have to do to bring your work together and display your findings in a structured way, especially when you're dealing with a large audience or stakeholders, or even a small business that just wants to understand one or two simple things in their businesses. You most definitely are going to wrap your work or insights inside of a dashboard. For every dashboard, you need to have a dashboard heading. The heading should be descriptive, it should give us an understanding or an idea of what the whole of the dashboard is all about. Another feature of the dashboard are the filters. The filter helps us drill into data. For instance, we have a chart, a bar chart here that shows us the top five products in a category or the overall top five products. A filter helps the stakeholder drill into the data and get more information. The navigation works well when you have multiple pages of dashboard. If you have more than one page of dashboard, you need to have a navigation where the user can click on and navigate to anywhere they wish to. So this area is really good for navigation or this area of the dashboard. But because of the template I use, I'm working with this area. If you want to put filter in your dashboard, I would not recommend you put filter here because this is the first place the user gets to see. And since it's the first place the user gets to see, what they get to see should be a description of the dashboard. That means the dashboard heading. The dashboard heading could completely take up the top part of the dashboard, or it could even take up this from this point to this point. It just depends on what you need to showcase and how you want to showcase it. But make sure that the dashboard heading is at the top of the dashboard. This area is the KPI area. For instance, let's say this is a sales dashboard. The KPI for this sales dashboard will most likely highlight the total number of products, the total number of region or the top region. It highlights the top product, the total number of returns, right? So it gives us a summary understanding of the data set or the insights we've gotten. And it is very, very essential to have KPIs in your dashboard. Then for charts, charts are like bar chart, pie charts, area chart, line charts, or maps. Charts should be placed in the body of the dashboard. Now you see that they have adequate spacing and they are aligned, meaning they are not scattered and they have consistent alignment. If you have a lot of charts you need to fit into a dashboard, it is better to split the charts and create more dashboard pages to put your charts because you do not want to overwhelm the user and you want whatever you are displaying to show clearly and in a clean manner. When charts are jam packed, they look really untidy. So have that in mind. When it comes to spacing and alignment, you need to pay attention to the alignment of your charts. Your charts are individual worksheets or workbook that you get to place in the dashboard. So these individual workbook or worksheets will definitely need to be arranged. So you need to align your charts in a neat manner. Then this area is mostly for large data details. For instance, you have a time series data, and the timeline for the time series data is you are showing monthly sales for 5 years or 6 years in a row. If you chose a small box like this for that visualization, the data will be crammed together and you do not want that because whatever insight you're trying to display or you're trying to pass across will not get across to the user. So, in order to avoid scenarios like that, you need to create or you need to place your charts in large spaces, your time series analysis, or sub features of a feature. For instance, a bar chart showing the top products in categories or showing the number of returns by customer representative. So you can see that those data are large and you need large spaces for them. Another thing you need to note when creating a dashboard is the color. You need to make sure the background color that all of the charts will sit on is not bright, or even if it's bright, it is not conflicting. The colors in your dashboard should complement whatever you're trying to show in the chart. But make sure the background color is not shouty and too bright. Another thing you need to understand when creating dashboards is there are no limits to the number of pages of dashboard you can create when driving or when trying to present your insights as a data analyst. If the chunk of analysis is much and you have a lot of insights to show for it, feel free to show them in neatly separated dashboards because again, you do not want your dashboard to be too busy and for it to look untidy. There is just a very, very unpleasant feel a jam packed dashboard has that might upset your stakeholder or the users. Thanks for watching till the end. If you know anyone that might be interested in this type of content, kindly share my channel to them and I really appreciate your support. Bye.